Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Carl Sturm Goer. I have difficulties pronouncing your name. I'll answer your question in a minute. Kenneth Langsley, Gloria C., Run Conditional of Tarot, Linda Sandoval. Thank you all for being here with me, and I appreciate your support. I'll get right into it because there is so much. It's floating around my head. I hope I'll be able to get to everything that I am seeing. Can be a bit confusing, but I'm going to give it a shot. Somebody asked a question. I don't know if this is a question, but Painted Cherokee said, I believe they will eventually have to release him. It seemed too overzealous and taking oil and resources. I agree with you, and I said that I believe things happened Friday night, Saturday morning. I came on live and I predicted if they are not careful, they're going to have to release Maduro. And intuitively, I still feel that way. And I said, no, I'll get to that in a minute because it's floating in front of my head. Yes, I feel there's a very good chance, okay, they're going to have to release Maduro. So I'll get to that in a few minutes. So you're right. Painted Cherokee. Okay. Angelina Knox says, breaking. A woman in Minnesota, oh my God, has been seen shot in the face after running from ICE. I'm not surprised. And those guys, like I have been saying, I don't think they understand what the guidance they are given. Okay, it's like they have carte blanche to do anything and everything that they want. They don't understand there are limits, and they don't understand the next phase of what they are doing. So they are following what Norm and Stephen Miller is telling them to do. And I might as well segue into, oh yikes, what I been meaning to talk about. I forgot to. Can somebody please post the title of this video for today, please? Sorry about that. But do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, I predicted that Mike Johnson is going to have to, or will, break with Trump. Okay? And it's going to be because he can no longer defend Trump. And this is the word that's floating in front of my head. I'm going to say it. And also yesterday, while Trump was addressing the GOP and the Senate, at Kennedy Center, that's where they were gathered. And he called him, he said, I am the king. And then he moved on to something else. So if you're a king and consider yourself king, the Constitution no longer matters to you. And Republicans are feeling very uncomfortable. They did not sign for this. They want to be in power. Stephen Miller gave them the shock of their lives the other night when he said what he said about going after Greenland. We own our hemisphere. We are a superpower. We're going to act like it. And the world, it's force, power. That's what the idiot, what's his name, actually, believes in too. Okay? Everything is power, fight, beat them down to the ground, just like he beats the women he's dated in the past. Republicans, the majority, are very worried, and it's not only in the House, and the Senate as well. I was watching Thune last night. Well, I didn't watch him. There was a clip of him walking from one place to another, okay? And a reporter asked him a question about Greenland. He said, forget about Greenland, there isn't going to be any military activities against Greenland. But intuitively I felt he's had it up to here. And also, I said a number of weeks ago, I don't remember, those of you who pay attention remember I said that the leadership of the Republican Party in the House and in the Senate are beginning to formulate a process on how to either neutralize Trump or remove him. And intuitively, I feel everything you hear they are saying in public is baloney. There is great panic among Republicans behind the scenes. First of all, I mean, they are admitting it. Nancy Mace, I read one of her quotes this morning. She said, I don't remember the Newsmax. She said that they're going to lose the House. So they are in the acceptance phase of what's to come. They threw their lot behind Trump, and who we all knew he was going to take them down to the snake pit. And that's what's going on the mind of a lot of Republicans right now. It's not only them. Trump is going to take the country down the snake pit with him. And intuitively, I feel they are saying to themselves, we can't let that happen. It feels like to me intuitively when I focus on them, okay, the poll numbers that they were given great weight to in order for them to decide when to go after Trump no longer has the priority. Everything they are seeing is danger. They are terrified of what Trump and Miller, they know Trump is not in charge. Trump and his cabinet, they don't have a plan. They don't know what they are doing. The only person who has an idea of what he's doing or where he would like to go, and it's not good either, it's Marco Rubio. And there is a power, the behind the scenes, there's a fight for power, a struggle, power struggle. There is an article that's written, I believe, in The Atlantic about Stephen Miller is the most powerful person in the White House. And I sent him a message on Twitter or X. Trump was going to fire him. Guess what? We know the way Trump operates. He's got to have a fall guy. Guess what? It's Stephen Miller. Basically, Stephen Miller is about to take us to the brink of war. If we are not careful, and Republican leaders and members of Congress and the Senate, they realize that too, except for very few. I mean, it's not that they don't realize it, but they are not willing yet. They haven't decided what they want to do about it, but the majority have. And Venezuela, and next potentially is Cuba, but Trump is, well, it's Miller really, that's pushing everything forward. Okay, it's his way or the highway. Miller doesn't, he has one strategy. Formulate a lie, try to frame you with it, bully you, and then if he can take advantage of anything that he can do to neutralize you. And if you see the same thing happen in California, okay, they blame the people in the state for, I don't remember exactly why they went after California. Well, yes, because of the ICE agents that were there. Their lie was they were being attacked, so they went and sent the National Guard, and they blame other places for different things. And once he does that, he sets you up, okay? And then they take action. He takes action. He directs people. That's what they did with Venezuela. Start shooting the boats because drugs in this country, they bring drugs here. And then after that, Maduro is the kingpin. Oops, we should remove him. And then now I don't know how many of you guys are beginning to hear that the country is in chaos. Well, it's beginning. There is a motorcycle gang, they call the Collectivo. Whenever you hear those things, given what I remember from when I was growing up in Haiti, it's bad news. Because they have their own gangs. There are other people who, they're not going to sit around and let you kill them. They're going to defend themselves. And chaos is going to ensue. Our senators and people in the House, they know they have to do something about it. They know what's going on exactly in the White House. They know they're going to be blamed for what's going on, how things go in Venezuela, and the next step Trump is willing to take. I was talking to somebody, one of you last evening, who was saying to me, Trump talks a lot of stuff, but he never, he doesn't do them. I don't believe that. Yeah, some stuff, when he gets pushed back, he walks away from. Intuitively, I feel, and I was hearing, I don't remember his name, he wrote the book Anonymous, and he said, whenever Trump says something, it's not true until it is, because he doesn't understand, he just acts. He doesn't pay attention. He didn't say that, but intuitively, that's what I feel. That's why I've been saying to you guys forever now, they don't stop until you remove them. I mean, Trump, Miller, Vaught, that's their personality. That's the way they are. And even when Trump was in New York, or anyone who knows Trump, they will tell you, if you don't stand up to him, you have a problem. And the senators are beginning to realize, and the leadership, they know if they don't do something, America will be in trouble. We may even find ourselves squaring off with Europe because of Article 5. If we attack Greenland, which I don't put it out of realm of possibility, because it's Trump. He doesn't understand. He has no clue. And Miller has one mode, bully and fight. Because he's never been punched before, but he will. He's going to wake up. Because the Senate and the fallout I feel is going to come between Mike Johnson and Trump. A lot of people in the White House are going to be shocked because Republicans have realized, the Republican leadership in the House and the Senate have realized this is too much. And they are terrified of what Trump is going to do next. Because he got Maduro. That was an amazing, display of our capabilities. To me, I don't think we should have done it to display this type with what we can do. You keep these things to yourself. You keep practicing, refining, and all that kind of stuff. But that's me. Okay. there are certain things that you can do. You don't let your adversaries know about it because they're going to, oh, wow, we got to do that too. But be that as it may, Republicans, they've come to peace with, they're going to have to stand up. I told you, I predicted weeks ago, there is going to be a fallout between Mike Johnson and Trump. The reasons why that's going to happen, we are watching it unfold. And also, Trump is trampling on the Constitution. And some of his actions, intuitively when I focus on Mike Johnson, he's reaching a point where he can no longer defend Trump. And in the Senate, Thune feels the same way. But right now, the most pressing, what's pushing them to make the decision on what to do with Trump is the potential for Trump to send troops or to attack the powers that be and take over Greenland. That's the worry right now among Republicans, intuitively I feel. And they're going to neutralize them. And also among other, the chaos that we are just beginning to see that's brewing, it's going to get worse. And Trump is not going to be able to contain it. Stephen Miller can scream all he wants. Like I said the other day, I saw him in handcuffs. Trump is going to dangle him. Trump is going to blame him. It's his fault. I didn't do it. But the problems that are coming in the next few weeks are going to have major effects on Trump's health. His health is declining already very fast. The events that are to come will accelerate those declines. Stephen Miller is not going to be able to hide behind Trump anymore. And everyone that's abusing their power, their reckoning is coming. It's not too long from now, friends. Hang in there. This is when I focus on what those senators are feeling, how those senators are feeling. It's really sheer panic. I think that's the best way to describe it. Okay, so my prediction is they're going to check Trump, make sure he knows, or don't be surprised if they impeach him. Do you guys remember I told you Republicans, one way or the other, they may get together with Democrats and give Democrats the House. One of you posted, we lost a Republican congressman from California. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. He died unexpectedly. So right now, I believe they have, the majority is only 2 more. And depending on elections that are to come and everything, okay, don't be surprised if Democrats take the gavel. It's going to be sooner rather than later, in the next few months. And a lot of Republicans will be happy about that too, because they're tired of what's going on. And watch people jump ship, and watch people having to face their shenanigans and what they have coming. And Bundy, who is doing everything she can to hide the Epstein files, there is going to be a special price for her to pay. That's my prediction. All of them. You know, guys, I've been saying for a while, this is America. You don't mess with it. Everyone's power lasts only for so long, but Trump and his family, they want to be king. Yeah, they're going to be king, all right. Let's see what happens. And I sent him a tweet. Hi, this is Milou. I think it's one of you. Yes?
There's a shooting right now from an ICE agent. He shot a woman.
Yes, I mentioned that. Thank you. Yes, the ICE agent.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'll mention it again. No problem. Thank you. Yes, it's one of you telling me an ICE agent shot a woman in the face. I told her. I mentioned it. I'll get back to it. I lost my train of thought. But one second. But in any event, all of them are going to be facing Congress and their shenanigans. So hang in there, friends. Yes. Do you guys remember I told you, well, regarding, the person, I didn't ask for name, the person who called me and told me about, let me see, it's probably on TV now, the ICE agent who shot the woman. I told you there are going to be things like that are going to happen, atrocities. This is what the violence, and they think they have all the powers in the world. They can do whatever they want. Americans are not going to take this, because if it can happen to that woman, it can happen to them too. And I'm talking about even people who think they are safe from all of this. Not too many Americans think they're safe, but a few. Oh, not going to happen to me. This is going to wake them up. That woman, whoever she is, who got shot. And you know something, guys? This is very out there for me to say. But seeing what the way Stephen Miller spoke the other day, power, force, and all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if it was done on purpose to frighten us. Let's see what happens. Because everything they do, specifically Miller and Trump, and Vought, those people, not only in any arena, it's directed at us, the people, for us to understand. Like, we'll look at what they are trying to do to Kelly. Okay? They are trying to message. With Kelly, they're trying to message the veterans. Anything else that they do, they want us to know there is no limit to what they can do, and they'll do it. Let's see what happens. All those things are going to come out. And guess who's the little fool that's going to pay for it? Stephen Miller. Yep. Like I said before, Miller thought, he's a little king. Watch. and I'm going to be laughing because this guy has hurt a lot of people, a lot of innocent people. I mean, you broke the law, send the person back to their countries, whatever. But America is not about what's been unfolding. We've been watching on our TV screen that those guys they sent out, we have no clue. They're blindly following. You're acting like a zealot, and you get yourself in trouble. But Miller, who is the right person to blame, will face the consequences. It may take a little while, a few months, maybe June, July. It's coming. Okay. Oh my God, I forgot to check how my son was today because I've been so focused. Oh, great. My son is good. Yes, I did ask some of you. Yes, I did talk about Maduro. I spoke about behind the scenes at the White House. Remedy Pasquale says, ex-NATO general says, if Trump moves on Greenland, Europe must be ready to fight the United States. That's what's coming. That's what I'm saying. Yes, and they are. They will be ready. I don't feel it's going to happen. Like I said, oh my God. I'm reading Gracie's post. I shot a woman in Minneapolis. She may be dead. Like, yes, in the face. It's crazy. But this is so sick. But let's see what happens. But, they're going to find out. Okay. Whitney Allison Gigi says Republicans are going to admit Democrats were right about Trump. Well, they know. Trump is one of theirs. So he's allowed to lie and do all those things. Okay? They are beginning to find out it's a little too much. They can no longer take it. And something else, I'm going to say this, I have to put it there. I said it before. The way Trump and his cabinet are acting, I'm going to say it because I don't feel we're going to get into a war, okay? The way he's attacking Venezuela, he wants to attack Mexico, he wants to attack Canada, and everyone else. Do they actually, him, Miller and company, do they actually think this country, and directly they will be destabilizing our country as well? Even if somebody doesn't take a shot at us externally, we are all from somewhere. And some will be angry and decide to take things into their own hands. And this is not a worry that I have. But it seems like Republicans are getting the message, and they should act. And they will. And intuitively, that's what I feel. So let's see what happens. But Trump and company are putting us in a very dangerous position. And Republican senators and representatives in the House, they recognize it. And I'm telling you, Mike Johnson it's a matter of when he reacts. Because he knows he's there. Enough. I've got to do something. It's a matter of how he goes about doing it. I don't know him very well. I don't know what his triggers are. I can guess. Okay. It seems like once he has enough. Okay. But intuitively, I feel. I was looking at Mike Johnson during a news conference. I believe it was yesterday. And they were asking him questions, and I was watching him. If you pay attention, he's no longer as comfortable as he used to be anymore. And the other thing is, lately, he's been lying left and right and saying things that don't make sense. Watch. And, there's a limit to everything. I think he's reached that limit. Okay. Oh, God. I'm looking for questions because I think I touched on everything I had in the title. I'm looking to see if there are any questions. I'm sure there are. Incognito says, another Republican had a major car accident yesterday and will not be able to vote for a while. Wow. I didn't hear about that one. Yeah, they're dropping like flies. But there is, Republicans are beginning to the way they are feeling about this whole situation, it's so scary to them. It's like, I want off this boat right now. That's the attitude. Is it Krista McCracken? No, Roman DiPasquale said, QAnon Shaman is no longer a Trump supporter. I didn't know that. Saying refusing to release the Epstein client list was enough for me. Where has he been? Okay, I'm looking. Oh, Senator Kelly is going to take. He's taking them on. I'm not surprised. This guy. Former military. He's been in combat a number of times. Stephen Miller has never gotten a punch back. So, yeah, my bet is on Kelly. Okay. Just Matthews says Miller went on a rant on CNN. Even Jake Tapper asked him what he was talking about. Yep, and that was quite embarrassing too. I saw that. I don't know if I saw it live. No, I saw the video, the outtake, the clip. Okay, I think this is it, friends. I'm looking to see because I don't remember. Oh, yes. I didn't mention, well, there's so much going on. I didn't mention it, and I think I should today. The January 6th event. Do you guys remember I told you Jack Smith can nail Trump if Trump were to go after him? There was a hearing yesterday about January 6th, and a lot of things that unfolded. And I told you when they asked Jack Smith to testify, those of you who remember, okay, I said, bad idea. Because he has the memory of an elephant, and he knows and why he did everything that he did. And now they're beginning to realize they messed up. They were trying, basically the Republicans, they had no choice but to release the video and the transcript. They thought, they released them, I believe, New Year's Eve or over the weekend, I don't remember which one. And they're beginning to feel the blowback. People are watching the videos, or the video. It's 8 hours long. But I was right. Regardless of how they try to hide it, people are watching, people are aware, and it's going to keep spreading. Jack Smith is burying them. And watch that space. And there is another person who, do you guys remember I predicted they would catch Trump's hand on the, I don't remember how I put it. But anyway, in the piggy bank, okay? There is a gentleman, he's a former prosecutor, DOJ prosecutor, I believe he testified in front of Congress yesterday. He said, well, he spoke about accusing, the fraud that's going on in Minnesota, or that happened in Minnesota, and they were, a whole bunch of people have been held responsible for it. But he said they shouldn't be only looking at Somalis. Trump is a grifter. There's something about money that he said is going on with Trump taking money or something like that. Watch that space, you guys. This is going to be a major problem. And we know Trump is ill. It feels like his family are going to hope he passes before the bill for that stuff comes due. It's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be good for the Trump family. If I predicted it, Milou is aware of it. He testified to it yesterday. Watch that space. If Trump is still alive, by the time we have a new AG, I doubt it. Something is going to happen. There may be other ways. I believe there are other ways. Even if Bundy is still there, they can have something akin to a special prosecutor, something like that. They can hold them accountable. Watch that. And I trust Milou. Those people, those former DOJ prosecutors, just like Jack Smith, they have proof of everything that they talk about, or know what, either to point. You go there, you will find out what they are talking about. This is not going to end well. That's my prediction, you guys. Let's see. Raymond Pasquale says F-45 doesn't remember he was president on January 6th. Of course not. Whitney Addison says, I think Trump will attack countries with high resources, and that is reason why Cuba isn't high on his list. Oh, Cuba is high on his list. But yes, you're right. But I don't think that the way I'm feeling Republicans are feeling right now, he may not have a chance to go, or enough time to go after another country. The only country he may have a chance to hit is Cuba. But I'm not sure that's going to happen either, because the way I saw Thune last night, and that's what I'm basing, I've told you somewhat what I'm talking about today and more, okay, prediction that is. The way intuitively I felt he was feeling when he answered that question about Greenland. And I told you a while back, Republicans will turn on Trump. Watch. It's coming. Okay? They are terrified. Diane Parra says, Milou, I heard that Russia has military bases in Mexico. How true is that? I've never heard of that, but I doubt it. No, they don't have any bases in Mexico. Okay? The only place, and Venezuela it seemed like was inching in their way there too. And Trump used that as, reason to attack them, is because he was, Maduro was getting very close with, or was very close with Russia and China. And the other place is Cuba. They have bases there. I don't know if it was closed for good, but there is something going on there. But Mexico, I doubt it. They probably visited Mexico or something, but no. I don't think so. Okay. Terry says, you said catch Trump hand in the cookie jar. Yes, thanks. That's what I said, but I couldn't remember how I said it. Yep, it's coming. After Milou, I mean, I didn't have any doubts about what I said, but after I watched a clip of what Milou said, I'm like, oh God, yeah, it's coming. All right. MC8 cases, what about the grifter he pardoned? He pardoned so many grifters, I don't know which one, but unfortunately there isn't much we can do about them now because once, that's one thing from what I understand, that's sacred. Once you get a presidential pardon, you're off the hook. That's it. Okay, thank you everyone for spending time with me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilou.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good to talk. Feel free to call me as well because sometimes, you know, it takes me a little while to answer to the text, but I always answer even if it's the next day. But I'm trying to be more, you know, proactive. And if you like the channel, you're not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing. And also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. And after you tap on the notification bell, there is a down arrow next to the bell. Click on that. And there is some other options that to click. So you make sure you get notified, okay? And please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. And also, it will help people to see. More people will see the video. It will help me as well. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow, unless something major happens later. I may have to come back later because of that shooting, that ice shooting. So, keeping my fingers crossed. This is not going to be good. Okay? Till later or tomorrow. Bye.